Today is a very exciting day. Some of you may remember Marta, who had a Bikefit with us a few months ago. It is now new bike day for her. She had a Bikefit. We got her to a fantastic position.
Feels quite nice already.
And she has committed to the purchase of a brand new Sarto Seta full custom carbon bike. Marta came to us to improve a little bit of speed in her position, but also she had some niggling knee issues as well that had been nagging her for some years. She's no longer having the knee issues. We did come to find, unfortunately, that her existing bike was a little less than ideal. So that started the conversation of this. This is a full custom carbon bike. When I'm saying custom, I'm not talking about the paint. We are talking about specific tube profiling. We're talking about specific custom layup and specific tube lengths. So this bike has physically been made specifically for Marta. I wanted to really get across that this is a custom bike. It's not custom painted, it is made for the rider. We also did a factory tour with Sarto, which you can see in the link in the description below. So I'm quite excited by this because this is the first one of these bikes that we've sold. This is a new collaboration between us and Sarto. It's a kind of an entry-level bike, but complete bike is less than £7,000 with the electronic group set and carbon wheels. She's going to be here in about half an hour, 40 minutes. So we do want to just go and make sure that everything's set up exactly for her. It's obviously been built to her specification off the back of the Bikefit data, but it's always nice to kind of double check these things. So let's go down to the workshop. Right, Marta's bike. That's going to be it. So there you have it, in all of its glory, with her wacky saddle on it. That I tried to get her off of, but that's what she liked the most. So it's a Bontrager Verse Pro.
Okay, wow.
It's quite a wide one. Contrary to our video the other day, that wasn't indeed the saddle that she wound up on. Okay, right. So let's take this back up to the studio and have a little measure of it. Okay, so here we have it, Sarto Seta. This is, like I said, this is a new kind of entry-level model from Sarto. The finish on these is basically all the same. You don't get custom paint because that's the way we get the price down. You can customize the decal on them. Marta chose to go for this kind of white outline. This is the same as our display bike. But paint, there's a lot of cost and there's a lot of cost associated with paint because it basically adds more time. There's 60 hours of work that goes into the construction of a frame, and with paint thrown into the mix, if you'll pardon the pun, that literally just adds more and more to the cost. The whole premise of this model is to kind of bring the cost of custom bikes to a more accessible price point for us. And you're now talking half the price of an S-Work for a full custom carbon frame. The reason Marta went for one of these is, simply put, there isn't really anything out there that fits and rides optimally for her that fits her dimension. This is quite a common problem with women in cycling, even though Marta herself isn't actually that short. But we've got a 50 centimeter top tube. In fact, it's a 49.9 centimeter top tube with a reasonable head tube. As you can see, there are no spaces in this as well. So the whole thing is pretty much slammed. I mean, it's got a 5mm spacer, but I think you can forgive me for that. The bike is fully integrated. It uses an ACR cockpit. So this is a Data 0100 aluminium stem, which is internally routed. It uses a D-shaped steerer. We've also fitted an FSA super compact ACR handlebar there, which is 36 centimeters center to center. So unfortunately, it's UCI illegal. Thanks for that, UCI. BSA bottom bracket, Brazon front derailleur mount, which are things that we specify. You can also get this model in a T47 bottom bracket if you choose. And this bike has been built with Ultegra Di2 because of, well, that's what Marta chose. And yeah, it's a fantastic group set, fantastic value for money, and Zip 303 S wheels that have come straight off of her Ribble. The bike's been built around her, so slightly smaller tubing profiles, slightly reduced carbon fiber layout, so less sheets because she's a lighter rider. All of the information that we take in a Bikefit, we collate quite a lot of information, including rider power, weight, FTP, all of this kind of stuff, and that is then shared with any of our fabricators, Sarto, Fesca, whoever it is. And Sarto specifically will build the bike specifically around that information. So you end up with a bike that is significantly more dynamic. The benefit of custom layup and custom tube profiles is that with an off-the-peg bike, tube profiles are more or less the same whether it's a big bike or a small bike. So the small bike, the down tube, for instance, is comparatively much larger compared to a larger bike where it's much smaller. So what you end up with is the little bike becomes quite a rigid bike to ride and the large bike becomes quite flexible. With custom tube profiles, you've got the same ride characteristics throughout the size range, which means that you're always going to get optimum levels of stiffness and compliance and all this kind of stuff. So essentially you end up with the best riding bike possible. These got 32mm tyre clearance, which is perfectly sufficient for a road bike in my opinion, although I personally wouldn't be riding a 32mm tyre. Marta has opted for 28, very old school of you, Marta, although actually that's probably what I would go with. I probably wouldn't ride much wider than a 28 on a road bike. I hope you'll all agree that this is a really, really gorgeous looking bike. Very understated, very under the radar, not ostentatious at all. As I say, handmade in Italy and all built to spec. So yes, it's an expensive bike, but in a world where we're seeing 13, 14, 15,000 pounds being spent on something that's popped out of a mold in China, I think this represents good value for money at the upper levels of bike purchases. For the ever important weight weenies, we need to figure out how much it weighs. I don't really care how much it weighs, to be honest with you, but I'm sure some of you at home will do. I reckon it's going to be about 8 kilos.
Less than that.
7.5.
Not bad at all.
That's pretty good.
With alloy bars and stem and
yeah, alloy bar. No, I mean, to be honest with you, 7.5 kilos is light enough. In my book, lighter than 8 kilos is light enough. But that's the weight of some kind of pro level bikes. You could absolutely make that significantly lighter and you drop half a kilo off the wheels. It's kind of cool how that actually looks like that, as it should do. But right, let's get laser. Well, it's quite a long-nosed saddle.
Yeah.
So yeah, half a centimetre. Half a centimetre. 69 centimetre saddle height. That is 684, so it's just going to run that a little bit higher. When you're talking a matter of millimetres, it's inevitable that there's a small variance. 7 centimetres drop. Perfect. Perfect. To the millimetre. Happy days. It's exactly what we want to see.
London weather. Yeah. And actually, I rode here with a line bike. Hopefully, I'm leaving with an upgrade.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, what? You couldn't make it up. It's pouring with rain on the day you're gonna ride it home, are you?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You're gonna get all dirty.
Yeah, I know.
A cup of coffee.
Yeah, if you don't mind, that would be great.
I'm actually slightly impressed with myself.
Look at that.
He called me to run through everything. So things like the exact tires that you want, how do you want the bottom bracket, everything. And to be able to make those decisions, it just makes you feel like really good about it.
So since you're fit, you're having some knee issues. Is that all gone? Not getting any knee problems anymore?
Well, I haven't cycled that much to be able to, but when I've been cycling, I haven't had any issues.
Okay, cool. Excellent. These shoes are working fine for you as well?
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, in that case, let's go and get the bike, shall we? If you guys wait here, I'll go and grab it. All right.
Viewers wait here.
A few moments later.
Wow. Nice.
Here we are.
Wow, it's stunning.
And you get a little bag as well.
Amazing. Wow. So cool. I love it. I love as well the color. It's just, I'm not gonna get bored of it.
Timeless.
Exactly.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all set up and ready to go.
I've been always using Shimano, so I was happy to continue with Shimano, and I think that the price and the performance is just what I need. So it's interesting as well that you know what you said, that I have long legs compared to the torso size. You can see it with the bike as well.
Yeah.
That is adapted to that.
It's got a 75-degree seat angle. So for context, bikes of that size would normally have more like a 73.5 or 74-degree seat angle. So your saddle's quite a lot further forward than it would be on a bike of comparable size from an off-the-peg brand. Right, then we're going to get your pedals. I'll be back in a moment.
I was 100% sure to go for a bespoke frame. I think that I've tried too many times already to buy a bike because it looks amazing, the design is really cool, and then you're riding it, and yes, it looks amazing, but it doesn't feel perfect. I'm gonna use it to commute, I'm gonna use it weekends. If I travel, I'm gonna take this bike, so it's gonna be the bike for everything. So it's gonna get a lot of miles.
Tan wall tyres for the win.
Yeah, absolutely.
You either like tan wall tyres or you're wrong.
Right.
Tan walls are the best.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I was given the choice of different tires, and I was like, yes, definitely.
Have we got a close-up of the weave here? Of like the...
Show me your weave.
Show me your weave. Okay, moment of truth.
Right.
Give that a go for me. See what you think.
Right. Yeah, feels absolutely like a spot on already. Like I think that I haven't ridden a bike for a while that I'm not like this.
Yeah.
So this is so nice to just be resting my hands here. How's it looking, James?
That looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
How's it feel, more importantly?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
God, you have a short reach, don't you?
Yeah. I never knew. Yeah.
The gears will sound chattery on this turbo train because it's not set up for the bike. It'll be absolutely fine out on the road. We're going to book you in for a service, which is after 6 to 8 weeks. We will book you in for that now, which means you get a reminder and a text message and all of that kind of stuff, so you don't forget it.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, I think that you have explained everything.
Happy
So
days.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
There is also a little thank you card from Enrico Sarto there.
Amazing.
If you do have any problems with it, though, you know, we will sort it out for you. Not that I expect any. So there you have it. Marta, thank you very much for buying a bike from us. If you'd like to buy a bike from us, there's a link in the description below. Go in, enjoy.
Thank
And
you.
we'll see you for your first service, if not sooner. Thanks very much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Bye.
See you, Marta.
I will.